Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here, and I'm going to be doing a random collective reading. If you are interested in a personal reading, astrology, or tarot, my information is below, or you can find me at teresazube.com. This is going to be a timeless reading. All of my readings are timeless. Take what resonates, leave what does not. And if you like what you see here, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you don't like what you see here, thanks for visiting. Anyway, I wanted to share. So, have you thanked yourself lately? It's really weird because whatever. I'm not even going to get into the whole story of it. I wasn't going to meditate this morning. I was being a sassy pants. I didn't want to talk to my spirit team. And a series of events led me to meditate anyway. And it was wonderful. and I spent the whole time feeling very loved and being reminded that even the mind that is worrying and making me crazy and turning over lots of thoughts is ultimately trying to help me, right? Even though I am meant to remind the mind that we're not in control. But there was something to loving the part of me, the ego, that was doing that, because it's just doing what it's been programmed to do since we've been here. So since I've been here, but I said we. Anyway, and then afterwards I pulled out a card from this thing I have, and it said, "Thank me," which I thought was kind of funny because I thought it was meant to like thank my guides for sending me the series of synchronicities that made me sit down and meditate in a huff. But on the back it says, "We can be really hard on ourselves. To balance feelings of self-criticism and unworthiness, it is really important to remember that fundamentally we are actually on our own side. A good way to do this is to develop gratitude for yourself, recognizing that so much of what you do for your own good, even if it doesn't always work out in the way you expected. Take a few minutes today to close your eyes and thank yourself, because you're doing the best you can." So why don't we do that? Let's close our eyes and just picture yourself standing there. I'm looking bored in my picture and frustrated and like I want to move, but it's like I am holding my own attention, this bored version of me that's kind of huffing and puffing, and she's tight, and I'm just looking at her, and I can see her kind of loosening up. It's like, when you're hugging a person and they're kind of an awkward hugger, you hold on to them anyway, and then there's that point where they sort of release into the hug. I can see the version of me, and the body is loosening up, and she looks kind of defeated and tired. Thank you. Thank you for doing everything that you are doing for us. There you go. That was weird, but it felt nice. Remember to thank yourself. This shit is hard. This shit is hard. I don't think it's any easier to be conscious or aware or awake during it. I really don't. I mean, I guess I prefer that to being like unconscious and unaware, but they're going through it too. Everybody is going through it. No judgments. Either way, everyone is exactly where they're supposed to be. So what do we have going on the inside? Well, look at that. The fucking Nine of Swords. How do you do? We're stressing out. Not stressed. All right. What's in front of us? The Emperor. So the external card is like outside of us. So it can be from literally the front of our body, how we are appearing, or another person, especially when it's like the Emperor or a court card. So the Emperor is boss energy, and that could be that we are putting on a front, that we have our shit together, or that we're having to step up and be in like a boss kind of role. It's a boss, it's father, it's the masculine, it's like embodying power, you know. So maybe we are coming up against power, maybe we're worried about power, our own or other people's. Because here, this one is anxiety. This in a little bit closer. This is anxiety, and that's what we have going on internally. So we have all of this anxiety going on the inside, and then this Emperor energy, like we need to boss up, or you know, something is we're being thwarted, or we're hiding this fear that we have. But yeah, this is just thoughts and thoughts and thoughts and thoughts and thoughts. Not being able to sleep at night. All right. What does spirit see? Looking down, spirit sees the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords is still the journey of the mind. You know, it's a sword, just like the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is this, lots of things. I've been through so much. I've had so much shit happen, blah, 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 blah. And the Ace of Swords is a new way of thinking, a new idea, clarity, breakthrough, epiphany. So what God sees looking down on us with all of these worries, even if this is just a face that we're putting on, maybe there's shit we got to do and we just got to do it. And so it's okay to wear that Emperor face, you know, out in the world. But on the internal, we have all of these anxieties and fears, and it's important for us to seek clarity when it comes to those. That was a nice deep breath. I think that thanking yourself, man, it made me feel really good. I want to pull out an advice card. Like, okay, so we're in this bullshit. What's the advice? We got two cards. Wow, these are kind of fabulous. Basically, I think we're having a really fucking hard time right now. But we got the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands. And these are our advice. So the Three of Wands, I want to think about this because they're kind of different. So the Ace of Wands is a new beginning. Wands are fire. That's action. This is doing stuff. So do something new, shift gears, do the thing that you're procrastinating doing. And the Three of Wands is like learning to expand and grow. So I always say with the Three of Wands, he's at the edge of the water. He can't go out any further. It would be, you know, these ships are coming in. This is kind of like, it's the journey of manifestation. We have manifested as far as we can in the process. We've put the idea out there, and now it is the universe's turn to respond, right? So there is an element in this of we can't go any further. So it is time to work on our mind. Is he freaking out? Like the boats are right there. They're coming. Is he going to like jump in and swim to them and exhaust himself in the process? Maybe drown and not even get to him. So like stop doing something and grow within but it's important to do other new things, like begin new things, you know? Are there things that you're procrastinating because you want your ships to get here? Stop doing that. Because we have two aces here. It's time to think and do in new ways. So yesterday I went to an AA meeting on Zoom. I'm getting pissed off at this camera. And I have been going to this AA meeting online for a little while because it's just easier to, I've resisted online AA meetings and because I just prefer them in person, but it's easier because I travel so much to find a consistent group online. So for like 2 or 3 weeks, I've been that weirdo lurker in the background. I don't turn my camera off. I show my face, but I hadn't spoken up yet because I have this weird fucking anxiety about speaking in an online AA meeting. I speak on Zoom for like all the fucking time. That's how I do my readings. That's how I do this. But I'm like, what if my microphone doesn't work? And then I would hear people sometimes and I'm like, what do I care? Nobody cares in there. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, but it was really important to me to speak up. And part of it is you have to raise your hand. And I don't know how to do that. And as I was sitting this meeting, I decided I am going to say something. But as I was sitting there, I was like, I was laughing because I think once I push the hand, like the raise your hand, like that's 90% of my anxiety is just doing that. Like, and so I finally did it and I spoke. And it was amazing. It was beautiful. Everybody was super welcoming. And I I had something cool to share. So it worked out. The fear is in the procrastination, you know? So like if you're putting something off because you're afraid of it, just do that. You know, and that's kind of what I feel like. We're like, well, you know, but I don't have all of these parts and pieces at play. Whatever. Do the thing that you're putting off, because so much of the anxiety is in the anticipation of the fear of the anticipation and all of that craziness. Let's see. All right, we're going to pull a medicine woman card. But an ace of swords and an ace of wands. So we are like really start stuff, even if other stuff isn't finished. The spirit of fire. Number 17. Shine your power unreservedly. All right. That's this emperor. Maybe we're afraid to show our power. Okay. This card invites you to awaken your fire, your powerful impulse of life. In times past, a flame burned constantly in the temple of the moon goddess, the essence of the feminine. Become that flame, light of fertility once more. If you feel any doubts or the urge to give up, shine the light of your consciousness unreservedly and declare victory over the shadows. The spirit of fire in your reading also means it is time to rekindle the flame of burning desire, celebrating your life energy once more and saying yes to pleasure. Holy shit. Yes. So we're over here being anxious and afraid, right? And are the boats going to come? Are they going to come? Are they going to come? Yeah, just keep fucking living life. I mean, maybe it'll be different boats. Something is coming. but do other shit. Wow, I felt this shift. Like I felt that personally. As always, I am the collective. Choose wisely. Be discerning. You don't have to keep everything in your net. So maybe you're waiting for something to work out. Maybe you have choices to make. Maybe that's what you're procrastinating. and choose wisely, like there's 9 swords here. Maybe we're like worried about so much shit. And up here, God's like, just fucking deal with one for right now, man. There's too much. There's too much going on. Pick one sword. You feel good about it. Don't hold on to everything. Journey. Half the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it. All right. We're going to get a couple words. Support. Find your friends. I don't know if you could read that. They're just cute little angel cards. I feel like I might do respect. Show respect for others. Find support from people you respect. Shine your light. Maybe you're fearful about shining your light and other people not liking that. Openness. Be open to others. Share. Be open of yourself. Share who you are. We're just getting a cheerleading effort here. All right, I'll pull one of these and then we're going to call it a day. So I got to go. But thank yourself. If you're not being appreciated for who you are, that's because you're not appreciating who you are. No place like home. This could be about family. You know, your home within, feeling at home with you, being uplifted by God, uplifted by spirit. In the areas of your life where you have done everything that you can do, then turn to do something else. Begin other things. Don't procrastinate some stuff and obsess over other stuff. That's where I think we're hanging on to all these swords and they're making us crazy. They're spinning around in our head. And this is going to be an exercise, you know, like you're going to have to go, oh, look at me. I picked that sword up again. Okay, thank you. I see what you're doing, ego. Thank you for good looking out, dude. Thanks for looking out for me. But we're good. We're going to put that sword down right now, okay? And we're going to focus over here on this wand that I have. We're going to focus on one sword and take some action with it, because that over there is just going to do what that over there is going to do. And choose, you know, choose wisely. This is where, like, choose where you put your focus. Be open. Seek out people you respect for support. Support others. Be someone who is worthy of respect. Don't hide. Don't be inauthentic about this is where you're at. If that's where you're at. Wow. Anyway, I do have to get going. Regardless. Let me do one more. Today is a one more day. One more. All right. Last word of advice. Positive. Enjoy this positive time. Smile, knowing that everything is going well. I'm seeing, I love that meme with the dog where he's sitting in the like kitchen on fire and he goes, this is fine. Just fucking do that. I mean, sometimes, and then you could be like, God, I'm such a crazy asshole. And you can start laughing. That's my advice. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day on Earth. Be positive, positively, darkly humored, and that'll get you through. Peace. Namaste.